Hi, I'm Julia, and my husband left me because we have five girls. It all started 15 years ago when I met him in a shop. He was cute, charming, and really nice. He offered to pay for my items and help me carry the items to my car. I liked him, so I let him help me. Then he took my number and called me every single day. We finally got married 1 year later, and I had a lovely baby girl 9 months later. We loved her so much, but my husband told me he would like to have a son to carry on his name and inherit his wealth. His father owns a multi-million business, which my husband will inherit when he's gone. So, my husband wants a son to inherit the business too when he is gone. Anyway, I got pregnant a year later and we had another baby girl. My husband was a little disappointed, but we decided to try again. 2 years later, I got pregnant again and was very scared to check the gender. When I went for my baby scan at 20 weeks, the stenographer told me I was having another girl. My heart skipped a beat and my eyes felt heavy. I was almost in tears and I had to hold myself from crying and showing the feelings inside me. What will my husband think? Would he love my baby or become upset? As I walked out of the hospital, I felt my legs heavy under me. I didn't want to go home to break the news to my husband, so I sat on the pavement in the hospital for almost an hour, thinking about what to do. I finally decided I had to tell him, so I went home. When he got back home from work, I told him we were having another girl, and I could see the sadness creep slowly into his face. He didn't speak to me for the next 2 days, and I became worried. On the third day, he finally said he didn't want the baby. I was shocked and confused. "What do you want me to do?" I asked. "I don't know," he shouted. We had an argument, and I felt so disappointed, sad, and miserable. I love my baby and will never do anything to harm her. He finally came round and apologized to me. He said he was upset because he was under pressure from his family to have a boy. He promised to be a good father and a loving husband. Our lives continued as normal for the next 2 years, and I became pregnant again. I had our fourth baby girl, and this time my husband changed completely. He started staying out late, picking up calls secretly, and was hardly at home. I ignored his new behavior and did my best to care for my daughters. One day he came home and walked straight to me. I could see tears in his eyes, and he kneeled down in front of me, begging for forgiveness. "I am so sorry," he said. "I am ashamed of myself and my behavior. Please forgive me." It was hard for me to forgive after everything he has done, but he was the father of my kids. So I forgave him, and life continued for us as normal. We decided to try for another baby one last time, hoping it will be a boy, so I got pregnant again. I prayed hard for God to give us a boy so that all the problems, unhappiness, and quarrels between my husband and I will stop. At 23 weeks, we found out I was pregnant with a girl again, and my husband asked me to terminate the pregnancy. I was shocked and told him that I will never do a thing like that. Well, he stormed out of the house and didn't come home for 2 weeks. One day, I got a text from him to say that he is not interested in the marriage anymore and has started a new life, but promised to support us financially. I was so sad. I burst into tears and became so depressed. I was heartbroken and disappointed. The man I loved and shared my life with left me because we have five girls. I have five lovely daughters today, and I am proud to have them. They are lovely, kind, and respectful. There is nothing more I could have ever asked for. All kids, despite their gender, are blessings. If you have a similar experience, let me know in the comment below, and thanks for listening to my story.